Bay 752.
That's muted. That's on.
Yep.
Everybody's on
You.
live chat. Yes, we're live. Woohoo!
Yep.
Another day at the races.
Let's see.
Oh. What did you do that made something go up?
I tried to get plants moving. It didn't really work. It was moving a little bit, but not much. I put in another ecosystem,
Hmm.
and then we had one plant multiplier fuse, and I put an optimizer out here, but we only have the two. I thought we had more
Good morning, Shaman.
ecosystems.
Planet Ahoy, she must
Hey,
be awake.
hey, shaman.
Let's go see how many rockets we have and what kind of something we can put up that'll up the plants. Oh, we've got rockets aplenty. Yeah, I've got to say, country lady, do whatever you want, but I think Dave's strip club needs plants. I really do.
I can see if I can work some plants out.
I know you can. You're that smart. Dave is going to be a little late. He said he was out to Timmy's to get coffee and smoke a few cigarettes.
Let's see. Where will those flower pot things take?
Barely awake, but what else is new? I understand that. All right, I'm putting up a 5,000% plant rocket just as
Okay.
quickly as I gather all the stuff up. I just hope we've got it. And I got to say, playing 3 different games, good grief. I was flying around in that one yesterday trying to figure out just what in the world I was doing.
If I can remember.
Uh,
Two eggplant sulfur. Okay.
high tier flowers? Nope. Low tier flowers. That's it right there. Oh, we're missing a low tier flower to put up the plant rocket.
Oh, can we? You may
Dang.
order it from.
Yeah, we can.
What am I looking for? Oh, I'm on the wrong aisle. That's why I can't find it.
Can lighter fluid in a match? I don't know. As long as Days has priority. Yeah, well, uh, I can see that. Circuit board.
Oh crap!
My dad used to say about drinking, don't let anything get in the way of your favorite hobby. I have to give the developers credit. Speaking of Dave, there he is. That
Hello.
they
Hey,
incorporated
Dave.
these low rent plants to do stuff with. We
Finally, yeah. How are you, Dave?
Not too bad.
Good.
Yesterday sucked. Oh, yesterday sucked massive. Oh,
sorry to hear that you had suckage.
it was just I had to put pants on. I had to put a shirt and tie on because I had to go to the fucking fort.
Uh,
Yeah,
Shirt and tie. Bag that.
yeah. And of course, I hadn't never really noticed this because I guess ever since the pandemic, I never wore pants in the summertime. I just always wore shorts to work in the days I had to go into the office. But all my pants are wool.
Oh.
So, I mean, you
uh,
being in the military, you would completely understand this. Is Oh man, that brought back some bad memories. I put those pants on yesterday and I was just like,
Yeah.
this is gonna suck. And it was 106 here in London yesterday.
Ooh.
uh, yuck.
Yeah, and high humidity, and it was just like, oh,
I'm putting together the stuff to make plant rockets, the tier 2 ones that are 5,000%, because
yep, go for it. You
we're
ever?
we're waning on plants.
Yep.
Just wanted you to know.
Yeah, nope.
Wow.
And yes, shaman, first thing in the morning, I do have priorities, and it's exactly that. It's a couple cups of coffee and lots of cigarettes. Because, the first thing you do in the morning is you get up and you cough up that wad of phlegm that's, like yesterday's nicotine and
Ew.
it's like, no. Smoke a few cigarettes, get back in there, phlegm, or nicotine.
Nicotine, yeah.
And yep. You're not allowed to leave my lungs.
Nicotine gum would, I'm just saying.
I've had a few people say that. Like, you should just like lie in bed and chew a piece of nicotine gum first thing in the morning. And I'm like, not the same.
It's the habit.
It's the habit,
It's the ritual. Yes, I know. I used to drink Red Can Coke and was firmly addicted to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I like going out, the days I wake up, at reveille time. I like to just, get up nice and early, put a t-shirt on, sit on my back step in my boxers and t-shirt and smoke a couple cigarettes, drink my coffee. But,
Are you reading the chat?
yeah, no worries, shaman. No worries. Yep.
Mom always told you to share, right?
Yep. Nah, what I'm gonna do is I found some on Amazon, shaman, that were like polyester. And I think they're actually golf slacks, but they're the same color as my my suit jacket. So I figure, what, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do is oh yeah, that's right. I made the somebody put plants by the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
seemed to think there need to be flowers in here, so I'm adding
yeah,
flowers. That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It needed a woman's touch.
Yeah.
Only we need flower seeds.
No, there's lots on the other planet. You can order some.
Well, and I've just said,
Because that's what I did to get all
Yeah.
the vines was I just ordered a pile of lerma seeds from one of the planets and sucked all the lermas over. So
yeah, I'm missing one white plant, the Tusca seed, for the second rocket. I screwed that up.
Order some in.
Yeah, but I've already got it gone to get the first ones I needed. And there's Lord Fish.
Okay.
Good morning, Lord Fish. Yes, and you're just coming by to drop a thumbs up.
Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Lord Fish.
Thank you very
Good
much.
morning.
Comment, like, and subscribe. And check out the strip club if you didn't see it last week.
Oh, here,
Oh, gosh.
Lord Fish, don't
Yeah.
don't leave yet. You got to see
Yeah.
this. You got to see the strip club. There's Big Dave's strip club. See, he worked for about an hour last week. And
Yep. You guys kept giving me crap, going, "Oh, he's causing trouble because he's being all quiet."
and you were.
I was. Well, that's because, getting these angles right, so that they were symmetrical on the tables. Like, you actually look at that, those are symmetrical angles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now I have to admit you did a lot of work up here. I can see by the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God for overlapping furniture. That's all I gotta say. Only one I couldn't get right was this one. It just did not want to do that 1/2 degree go straight. But
Well, this one here's clipping into the wall is the only reason why it made it.
well, no, what it is the one on the others, like this one here, you can see it's like following the same angle. For whatever reason, like this one did not want to do that. So
Lord Fish, you took the word right out of my mouth. I was just getting ready to say it. that the table is angled that way for a reason.
Yep.
He put it much nicer than I did.
All right, there are flowers in here now.
Yep. Nice.
We didn't have very good seats, but
Yeah, no.
No, we didn't.
I put what we had in there.
Yeah.
You did wonderful.
Yep, you did great. Now just gotta get a few more spacesuits for the rest of our bodyguards, and the security guys will look all flashy.
Security guys. That's a bouncer.
That's right, bouncer. Yes, bouncer.
Call him anything you want. But that's a bouncer.
Yep.
I'm just unhappy that I didn't notice we had more of those white Tusca seeds.
Were they in the high tier flower box?
No. No. And do we need anything else off of any other planet?
No, I don't think. No, we got a fair bit of obsidian. Got lots of the other stuff. So yeah, no, I think we're good. Just pull over some plants.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Getting the other ones I needed. Got Nula's, got Tuscas. Okay, I've got more of about every other kind of cheap flower coming. It's just going to take a few minutes.
Yep.
I don't know whether it was the way I set this up, but what is being shown is lagging. What I'm actually doing way bad this morning.
Speaking of lag, so I picked up the new DLC for Ship Graveyard Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And the fishing boats are giving me lag.
Really?
Now, I don't know if it's because I just finished Big Chungus and I didn't restart the game, but I went from Big Chungus to the smallest of the fishing boats, and it was still giving me lag.
Did you reboot in between?
I did not, but I've never had to before.
Boy, I have.
Yeah, and I know you've had that problem, but I've, before I never had to deal with that problem. But wow, it was just horrific, the lag
Um,
last night.
I wanted to talk to
So,
you guys about the game Peak.
Peak,
Wonder.
I haven't heard of that.
that's the one Mitz and Sully were playing the other day,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to watch that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I meant to pop in and watch it for a few minutes.
What it is that you're going on a trip, and while you're going on a trip, very cartoonish, you get in a
Yep.
plane. While the plane is flying, it crash lands, and what you're supposed to do is get to the top of the mountain. And it's meant to be, you can play it solo, but it's meant to be that you can play it with other players and that you're pulling yourself up. The darn thing is way cheap right now on Steam. I'm considering giving it a
Yeah,
go.
$10 Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
yeah. I'll probably pick it up
it's very cute.
if you want to play it.
I was considering it. It's very cute, and if you look at somebody who is talking, it takes the microphone and moves the mouth like the character is talking. It's really pretty well done.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
yeah.
Dave's bummed about not being special in the new Shipyard game. And Shaman said about Peak, it's cute and funny. Yes, it is. I was pretty impressed. Shipbreaker 2.
Well, it's not being special part. It's the, as Johnny will attest, that game has
Oh,
problems.
very bad problems.
Yeah, or Ship Graveyard 2, Lordfish, not Shipbreaker. But it, when it first came out and the first DLC came out, I never really had problems. It wasn't till they added the jumbo ships, like the really big ones, the cruise liner, the aircraft carrier, and the battleship,
Yeah.
that I had problems. And I mean, I'd crank my settings way down. And when I spawned in Big Chungus, which isn't the biggest of the OG ships, but there's bigger ones. And I couldn't turn my settings back up. I was like, oof, there's something definitely wrong with this game now. And then last night I was like, okay, I wanna see how these new fishing boats are. Because if we get no lag, then that'll be a good thing again. And then so I powered through Big Chungus and spawned one of those in, and it was horrid, absolutely horrid. It was just so hard to do stuff because there's just
Yeah, Icy Joro and I, which is where I kind of met Big Dave from, and there's
Yep.
Amp. Good morning, Amp. We're
Morning,
playing
Amp.
a lot, and
Hey, Amp.
it had network integration problems that they would be seeing stuff floating, and if you were the host, you wouldn't.
Yep.
We had those kind of problems, and like if we started having people, like Icy and Joro would say, "Hey, there's a lot of stuff floating. You need to save," and then we need to reboot. We'd reboot the game and keep right on going, but it was a terrible pain in the ass. And they put out, I want to say it was 1.54 update before they put out the DLC that was supposedly supposed to help this integration situations and stuff like that. And I'm not seeing it. I played it a little bit the other night, and I can't hardly play the game anymore. It does
Yeah.
me absolutely wrong. I get very emotionally involved, with it, and it
Yep.
really jacks my shoulder up.
Yep. Actually, Amp, I know you and Dreas play that one. Have you guys had issues with the lag in Ship Graveyard too? I'm kind of curious.
Who is Amp talking to? Hope your morning has been as wonderful as you are. Country
Yeah.
lady, she's talking to you.
Must be.
Must
Uh.
be.
Why just me?
Yeah. But do you get lag, like where it stutters or you have graphical glitches or things like that? Do you run into that ever? Yeah, because I see you playing it all the time. Which then makes me go, oh, I gotta go back into that game and finish the ships. And I think it took me 3 months to finish Big Chungus.
Yeah, I've had it so bad the last time I was playing it, I lost everything, and it was
Yep.
bad.
Yep. Yeah, that you can change that setting, the autosave from 5 minutes to, I think I set mine to 30 minutes now.
Yeah, and that
But,
really does help.
Yeah.
Never had that problem. I never had a thing progress that far.
Yeah, if you're driving through the area between the two shipyards, like the big one and the small one, it will totally yeet your truck off into the ether of the universe. Yeah, I did that one day, and it was just like, your your truck's gonna fly way off the map.
Shaman is saying very strong plants. If it'll knock over a 2.5 ton truck, yeah, pretty much.
A 2.5 ton truck with like 600 tons worth of steel in the back.
Yeah, and so many crates. Country lady,
Yes.
there is low quality flowers in the flower boxes.
That you sending a rocket up, or did another island just?
No, I just sent a rocket up. That's a 5,000% plant rocket. Because we were
Alright,
trying to get plants moving, and the GTI is actually moving pretty good.
Good, good.
Headed
Well,
back.
one of the problems that I noticed after we all started having the lag issues, Lord Fish, was I sat there and paid attention one day when I was loading into one of the ships, and it reloads the entire ship every time you go into the game. It doesn't, so it puts into the background memory all the stuff that you've already taken out as well, and all the connections. So you could have 10,000 pieces and 40,000 connections on a ship, and it will load all that back in every time you load the ship. And I think that is part of their optimization problem. because all the ships I think are handcrafted because they put in like traps and stuff like that that they have to, or that you have to deconstruct and things like that. So I don't think they're assets per se.
Wonder how many
More,
computers they burned.
yeah, I'd be very curious. Now, I'm also wondering what graphic engine they utilize for that game because I know Unity 4 lately has not been kind to my AMD video cards. I've been having a lot of problems with Unity 4 games. So I'm wondering if they may be on Unity 4.
I thought they were on Unity. I didn't know which one. Now I don't. Do you know Road to Vostok?
I've
was,
seen it,
He was on
but I've
Unity, and they pulled that stuff about if you have this file on it, if that file's been downloaded, developers have to pay a license fee for every time this DLL file was downloaded. Bunch of people jumped ship off Unity, and he did. He redid his whole program in Godot, or Godot, however you want to pronounce it, and he is almost getting ready to roll out version 1 of his. That's a great looking game, but I'd never be able to play it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unity really did screw their fans hard. They screwed the developers too, though. It was bad all the way around, and Unity ate crow on that, and it didn't help them.
Yeah. You don't have to hide in.
I don't have to do a lot of things, but I did. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No one asked you.
But yeah, no, that's what I ran into last night with that one. Now, a game I wish that the devs would come back and make a second one with multiplayer in it is Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is the space-based one.
Never seen that one.
Oh, that one is so good. Because the storyline sucked, because the storyline was basically unionization of a workplace, and I'll just say it, I'm anti-union, and that just pissed me off, their storyline. But the game itself was beautiful, and the ships were, like a lot of the ships had a as similar, I don't want to say a similarity to them, but they added enough tweaks to it that it randomized things. Yeah, Amp, I actually just picked that one up. I've seen you play it, and I've been kind of curious to get into playing it, and so I'm gonna join you for that after Johnny's stream.
And I saw you play it, but I know nothing else about the game. I will have to gander at that. I do believe I am going to buy Peak, though, because I think that would look like fun, I have to say.
Yeah. But it's set in space, and essentially the idea is that you take a job, they teach you how to be a shipbreaker, and you owe the company like 1 billion credits. And you have to work off your 1 billion credits. And they will just keep cloning your ass until you pay off your 1 billion credits. Like, no matter how many times you die, you're going to pay off your 1 billion credits. And but it had beautiful ships. It was a great environment. because it's in space and it's 0G. So there's a lot of pitfalls that can come from 0G. And um I really enjoyed that one, and I always thought it would have been a great game if they made a second one and they put in multiplayer so you could play with your friends, because it would be quite the excitement.
Yeah, I agree. Playing with other people is the cherry on top of all of it. That is a whole hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's the kind of game where you could like screw your friend because you could, you know, set the fusion reactor to blow and not tell them, and then they're stuck in the middle of the ship, and then you blow up the fusion reactor on them or something like that. It would be kind of fun.
Dave, we could do that in Rust right now. All we got to do is change games. I mean,
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, but as
Uh,
I've said, Rust is one of those games where I can become very toxic. Um,
Good morning, Queenfish. Amp, I appreciate the invite. I will give it consideration.
I'll look into it.
yep, yep. But yeah, yeah. I become very un-Canadian when I play Rusts. At least on public servers. I will. Yeah. Well, like I think I've told you before, Johnny. I think I've been banned from a half dozen public servers. So
Yeah.
that kind of tells you the toxicity level of my gameplay.
Well,
So
the only time I've played Rust was on Amp's server. I wouldn't go and play it in public. It sounds like a very cutthroat situation. But if your whole aim is to mess with your friends, I mean, there's a multitude of games we can do that in.
yeah.
I have considered doing some limited golf with friends. You know, I will say that, but at this point, it's just been a thought. I've really had trouble figuring out what to do on a Friday, and
I actually uninstalled Golf with Friends the other day.
well, I haven't done that. I'm I still need to get my collective stuff all in one place and cobble all my best stuff together, because computer wise, because I don't have it all in the best computer, and I just haven't done it. I've been doing too much stuff outside and dealing with the fence. I've still got a door to build and a yard to mow, and I was hoping to get that, this weekend. So um,
Yeah, Raft is a good one. We've played that one before.
I played that
So I
with
played with.
Icy and Joro, and
Yeah, I think
I've never
that's.
played Raft. I don't have that game, but
that's a good game.
Yeah,
I'm okay with buying it. I'm sure. It's
Uh,
not-
I have to say, toward the end, if your reflexes aren't really good and you can get through the puzzles, that was the only problem I had. Is it was a reflex thing, and Joro being 2 years older than me, he didn't have the reflexes either. Icy did all the hard puzzles. I'll admit that in a second.
uh, my reflexes suck too. So
No, Raft is awesome. I mean,
yeah. I just ordered just some more food over from one of the planets. So
you're handy. I just wanted you to know that.
yep.
I'm just out picking up basic stuff, iron and cobalt. We were short of. I saw.
One I want to get back into because I haven't played it in a long time, and I know you played it recently, Amp, was Stranded Deep. I have not played that for a while. And
Gosh, I can't remember if I've got that or not.
I know I don't. It's on my wish list, but I haven't bought it
Yeah.
yet.
My only problem with Enshrouded Lord Fish is if you stop playing, like if you miss a few times, because I know I was playing with Amp and Andreas and Bacon for a while when they had the server going. And as soon as you miss a few times, then you're behind. And it's really hard to catch back up because you're not having fun anymore once that happens. But I do agree Green Hell is a fun one.
It's brutal though. Oof.
It's brutal. It's a brutal game, but it can be fun if you. No, I've never played it multiplayer, but I know it can be fun. So
At Queenfish, I was considering doing subsistence on Fridays. There's just one little problem with that. Subsistence absolutely kicks my butt every time I play it. The only time I've ever been able to play subsistence halfway successfully was off of one of Game Edge's old save games that he put out in public. And I built my own stuff and put my own BCU in, and then spent time breaking into everybody else. It was a
when we did
was
the
a
community
competition.
build,
Yeah.
the build competition. Yes,
I was breaking into everybody else's stuff to get, it was interesting, but it wasn't worthy of streaming. I'd come just within a hair's breadth yesterday of doing subsistence from the ground, solo, boom, and whatever happened. And then I just went, nah, that you get your ever loving ass handed to you every time you play that game.
yep.
That's fun for the fans to see.
Yeah,
you
because I would
struggle.
like to. I'd like to go back into subsistence at some point and see the new stuff.
Yeah, but getting there is
But
such a grind. Whew.
yeah, that's the key. Is like I always hated going underground. Because I always got lost so many times down underground that I think it was Mitz or Sully over on Game Edge's side joined my game once just to go down underground and get me a pile of stuff underground because I was just like, you know what, I'm done playing the game because I can't get the underground stuff because I'm always dying down there. And one of them was like, well, I'll join your game. Give you a hand. And yeah, she did a couple runs down underground, got me a pile of stuff that satisfied it for me. But yeah,
Amp, I loved the Minecraft server you had going. I really did. And I have to admit, I've considered setting up my own Minecraft server because I think I've got enough computers around here. I could make it work considering, sitting here within arm's reach of me, I've probably got 14 computers sitting here of various types and kinds.
yeah. I want to do a another Minecraft one, but I want to do definitely one of the books, like the ones that are based on like questing or crafting things. So it's forces me to use some of the
Excuse me,
mods that I
country
don't
lady.
use much. So
Dave, that D&D game you played was very interesting. I'm just not a
Yep.
fan of over-the-shoulder games. You just something about it, just doesn't
what
trip
was-
my trigger, and I don't know why.
Which one was that? Let me go look at my streams. Because I know there was the D&D that I did, and I do want to go back to that because that was good fun.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the Crim. Speaking of my stuff, everybody listen to my short story. You know, what you think? What you think?
I did not. I liked it, but I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
I will. I haven't had a chance to yet.
yeah.
Work. Ugh.
Work is a
Are you
four-letter
thinking?
word.
Are you thinking Orebound, the one where I was the dwarf? Is that the one you were thinking of, Johnny?
I don't know. It's whatever one you named all your characters after.
Oh no, that
People.
was the old school D&D Champions of Kryn. Yeah, that's more of an isometric view thing, and then it's first person when you're in adventure mode. But yeah,
Lord Fish says, send your short story to his Discord. He'll listen.
okay, I'll send you a link, Lord Fish.
All right, what are we doing
But,
here?
yeah, no, it's a short story I'd been working on for geez, I've probably been writing that thing for almost a year now, and I was finally like, you know what, to hell with it. I'm cobbling it all together, and I'm gonna read it the one night. And then I had to learn how to edit videos because the number of times I screwed up now. And I think I still got to the point where I was just like, to heck with it. I'm leaving all the small oopses in.
Trust me, I know how to edit videos. I've done it on real machines, but that don't mean I liked it.
We must not have a fabric box.
No, I didn't have time much anything this week. Last week was brutal. Ugh.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were not having a great work week last week, there, country lady.
Lord
Oh,
Fish,
we are out of circuit boards. Okay, I got to order more of those up.
you have a good one. Thank you for dropping by.
Bye,
Yes.
Lord Fish. See you later. I'll
Dave,
fall in the water.
Yar.
I'm getting ready to change out some of your butterflies for higher level butterflies.
No.
I wanna.
No.
I want
If
to.
you want to do it, go to another island and build your own damn things.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Always
You pain in the ass.
play nice.
Where is the fun in that?
I will blow up the base.
Oh, he's an explosive technician. We can't do anything. Or he will blow up the base. Do we not have a bioplastic nugget container?
There should be.
Yes. Yes.
Somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
But is it
And yes.
full?
Probably. Because you get a lot of bioplastic nuggets from playing with your clams.
Well, and not only that, I put out that thing that collects bioplastic nuggets up on the top.
Yes.
You built the steps, and yeah, it's full. Holy heck!
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the bioplastic nugget supply depot. Good grief.
Good.
Phosphorus 2.0 must be full too, I think. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need more phosphorus.
Okay, we're going to need a phosphorus 3.0 soon.
We're 30% into natural life.
Because if you look at the butterflies, Johnny,
Yeah, I know. I know why you don't want it.
They're all different.
I know why you wanted it like you wanted it. I asked. I didn't just go out there and change it. Get off me.
Yep. Yep. And I threatened to blow the base up, so
Because you didn't get
Which
your
was
way
nice
and
of
you
you.
stomped around like a little baby.
no. You didn't get your way, and you're stomping around like a little baby.
No.
Am I gonna have to come back to the base and put y'all in timeout?
Damn. No.
As long as you don't make us turn around and go home.
It's like being stood in a corner when you were in first grade. Ugh. Darn it.
Have to make a habitat away from everything with just a chair in it for.
Isn't that why you
I'm
built your
out.
little fish dome over there?
No, that's
Oh, I thought-
relaxation area.
I thought that's where you were going.
No, timeout won't be that relaxing.
That's too nice for timeout. Hell. Gosh, I remember in grade school, I had a substitute teacher in music class. And one kid who always got in a little bit of trouble was causing trouble. And she told him to turn his chair toward the wall and look at the wall. Well, she was full figured, I guess is the way you would describe it nicely. And he was sitting staring at her. Said, I told you to stare at the wall. He said, thought I was. I was like, dang,
Oh, well,
brutal.
knocked him out.
brutal. Same substitute, same class. The stereo wouldn't come on, and I said, I could see the plug sitting under the table. I said, have you tried plugging it in? She said, there's no reason to be a smart aleck about it. Then she looked under it. Plug was sitting right there. I wasn't being smart. But I got my ass chewed for it, so fun times.
Yep.
I'm going to put my face on. Dave, this card game only has 4 slots. You're in one for sure. We are only taking one other. Come up with a better game
Okie
for
dokie.
next week. Is that game $12 and something on Steam, Amp? Today's not the day, though. I've got stuff to do outside once I get through here. I wish
I'll look
I
into
could.
it, but yeah, I don't think today's for me either. I've been lazy the last couple of weekends.
No.
My house is a wreck. I've got to get some stuff done.
Not you. No, I refuse to believe it.
I say lazy. I've just been exhausted.
Well, that's why I was in court yesterday, was because, like, this stupid probate process is still going on. They have still not issued the certificate. And I finally told my lawyer, I was like, we got to, like, get the court to approve me being able to do stuff in this house, because I got shit piled everywhere because I can't throw anything out. Because legally, I got to hold on to it in case an auditor wants to come look at it. And that's why we went to court yesterday, was because it was like,
Yeah, can
I'm
we
living in a
please?
house. Yeah, either can you issue the certificate and I can move on with my life. Or if you're not going to issue the certificate, say, okay, you've been living in this hell for, well, Mom died in March, so since April. April, May, June, through July now. So 4 months now. I can't do anything in this house. And so we went before the judge, and he was like, he was like, okay, well, yeah, we're still reviewing the file, which my lawyer, she whispers in my ear. She's like, that just means they haven't gotten to it. And he's like, but we understand the situation that you're in, and if you just take pictures of stuff, anything of value before you get rid of it, we would consider that okay. Like, thank God. Now, in the meantime, I had sit at the courthouse for 5 hours because
In wool pants.
they in wool pants jeez, I don't know what it is about that courthouse. They renovated it just before the pandemic, so like 2019, they completely renovated it. They obviously didn't renovate the air conditioning system because that courtroom was, jeez, that was hotter than Hades in that courtroom. And they told my lawyer, they were like, your appearance before the judge is going to be at 10:15. And the and my lawyer was like, okay, show up for 9. She's like, if you show up at 9, then she's like, I'll be there with you. She's like, I won't even charge you for the first hour that we're sitting there waiting. She's like, we'll just sit there, drink our coffee. So I'm like, perfect, thank you. And because that's like $500 an hour if she billed me for that first hour.
Wow.
So we get there, and then it's like, yeah, when you go to the best law firm in the city, which actually happens to be the second best law firm in the country, and you have a partner for a lawyer, yeah, she's an awesome lawyer, but end of the day, she's like, yep. So we get there, we're sitting there in the courtroom, they start calling cases, and we realize, we're like, why are they doing preliminary criminal hearings? This is supposed to be probate court that we're in. So she goes over, asks the bailiff, and he's like, oh, yeah, judge is doing both today.
Oh.
Okay. And then she comes back, she's like, we're not getting out of here before noon. And I just kind of give her the side eye, and she's like, I'm not even going to bill you for today. She's like, I didn't know. She's like, they're doing criminal proceedings first, and then they're going to do the probate court after.
I don't know how it is in Canada. I've been in criminal court before because being in IT, I could walk in the courtroom. If there was something going wrong with a piece of something,
Yep.
I could go in an active courtroom.
Yeah. Well, this is the one where it's, do you get your bond? What type of bond do you get? What are the conditions? And all these things, or if there's probable cause. It's the probable cause. That's the one, not the preliminary. It's the probable cause phase. So it's right after you get arrested and you see the judge for the first time. 22 cases we had to sit through.
We have
gosh.
And then
no fertilizer.
You have to make it,
Yeah.
Or order it.
Yeah, if it's fertilizer 1, just make it. It's stupid easy.
It's
Oh, if it's fertilizer, fertilizer 3 is not too bad because I think it's just fertilizer 2.
Yeah, but we don't have any fertilizer.
Oh, we have no fertilizer. Okay. Oh, that's right, because somebody was building pots. Right.
I've made all my fertilizer. Thank you very much. Because we didn't have any then either.
Well, then somebody's been launching rockets then.
Yes, that would be me.
Yep. So,
No.
So we sit through these like 22 cases of preliminary hearings, of which I come to realize that in the last 2 days there have been 6 murders in my city,
Oh, Lord.
and the news has only reported 1. And I kind of lean over to my lawyer, and I'm like, at the one point, I'm like, how are there so many murder cases? Aren't these the people that have been arrested in the last 36 hours? She's like, yep. And I'm like, but the TV only reported, and even the paper have only reported 1 murder in the last, 5 days. She's like, they don't report the real number of crimes in the media.
No, they don't.
And it's just like, holy crap. I couldn't believe it. But then I was also getting pissed off because I'm sitting there in a freaking wool suit.
Wool pants is enough to make
Roasted.
anybody grouchy.
Yep.
You know, that was your own fault.
Well, again, it's because I never wore, suit or anything like that in the summertime. At least in recent years. So so I, oh,
Yeah, because I was IT and we could walk in family court, the county I worked in. Actually, one of my coworkers walked into family court, was working on a computer. His phone rang while he was in court. The judge
Oh.
confiscated it on the spot. And it was like, wow, that's crazy.
yeah, and that was the thing that my lawyer, she was like, don't leave your phone on ring.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yep, okay. Yeah, because I guess this judge that was working yesterday, he's a real hard ass when it comes to cell phones, and he actually threw a lawyer in the cells, charged him with contempt, all because he left his phone on ring once.
Ooh.
He was like, "Yep, that's contempt. You're going into the back." Boom.
All right, you two.
Yes, dear.
If you go to the, it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to have to change the color of it. There's a beacon now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a purpley pink.
Oh, time out.
This is where, if y'all can't play nice.
Did you make a timeout room?
I did.
Yes.
That's funny.
You need to put 2 seats. Because if we're
No.
both worthy of going to timeout,
No, you're not allowed to be with people, so I have to make a second one. Separate.
good morning, Darlene. How are you?
Hey, Darlene.
And then the one other thing that just ticked me off yesterday at the courthouse was we were supposed to be the second probate case in line, but I think we ended up being the 4th by the time they shuffled things around. The 4 cases that were ahead of mine, or 3 or 4 cases that were ahead of mine, that all of them were filed in the last 2 weeks.
Oh.
And they issued certificates on them. And it's like mine got filed in April. If you lost the damn paperwork, just tell my lawyer and she'll send it over again.
Yeah, I'd have been hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, because that's what I said to her when we left. I was like, did they lose my paperwork? Because those 4 cases, or 3 or 4 cases that were ahead of mine, are all new in the last 2 weeks. And she's like, I'll handle it. So I think it even ticked her off a bit. So, which
My daughter, right after Randy and I got married, so this has been 20 years ago now, had some legal trouble, and we offered to get her a lawyer. And it was kind of a minor thing as I remember it. And she said, "No, you don't have to do that." And I said, "I would do that for any of you kids. There are 3 kids total, one of mine, 2 of hers." And I said, "Go into something relatively simple, and you don't have a lawyer with you, and they're asking you questions that you don't know how to deal with." I said, "Don't ever walk into something needing legal representation that you don't have." I said, "That $500 for retainer could save your ass a lot of money."
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, go check out the timeout box.
Thank you,
Oh,
Shaman.
you need one more fish in your fish thing.
And we've got eggs.
Yeah, I'll go grab one.
Country lady, I'm going to make a suggestion. No, it's beautiful. I love it. What you need to do is put another one on the back of it. Put a window in between the two. 'Cause I can see you, but I can't interact with you, and I can't be an ass to you. And in real life, you know, I could be flipping you off through the glass. I mean, you know. No, it's beautiful. That's classic. Thank you. I will play nice. But it's Big Dave's fault.
Bullshit.
I don't want to get him too worked up. He might get all verklempt, and the smoke might get to him. We don't want that. We want to have fun. All the rest of the planets but this one are in TTI.
We're climbing pretty quick.
Shaman
Yep.
says take the door off when they're inside. And you're not wrong.
Yep. Yeah, so these are the tier 2 fish things.
Oh yeah, I put a couple of them out there.
Oh, 18 seconds. Woo! We don't want to meet Dark Dave. He's not that bad. Just growls a little bit.
Dark Dave would have been if I had come to Johnny's stream before going for my Timmy's and 6 cigarettes this morning.
I was going to say. Yeah, if you don't have the last time you were out of cigs and we were playing, good Lord, you were feisty. You told me you were.
Yeah, that would actually be basically the representation of it was. Yeah, there a couple weeks ago when I forgot to go to the res before the holiday weekend, and
You were smoking Korean cigarettes that weekend. Woo.
yeah, and I was smoking the crappy smokes. Yep. Which I'm still wondering how the hell he gets those into the country. Because last time I went to the States, I couldn't even bring back a pack of Marlboros. They were like, "Oh no, you got to pay taxes on those things."
Shaman, have a good one. Thank you for coming by.
Yep.
Hope your
Bye,
coffee
Shaman.
works well.
Yeah, have a good one, Shaman.
That's 2 more plant rockets.
Huh?
I want to know how much energy that new gizmo can put out. That's 1485 energy a second, and that's 290 energy a second. But still, that's pretty impressive for a wind turbine. because the original wind turbine puts out 1.2 a second. So you'd have to
What
have,
was that?
you'd have to have 200 of the original wind turbine to equal the output of this one, this tier 2 wind turbine. That's amazing. Good grief.
How much is the new twin turbine to the tier 1 nuclear reactor?
Tier 1 nuclear reactor is 86.5 a second. And the
So it's even more than that.
yeah. But
So it's like
that's
4.
a high tier item. Wow, that's crazy.
But I guess if you're starting on this planet, because it was a this planet blueprint,
Yeah.
that'd be bioplastic nuggets would be available once you get that one thing up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Good grief. Larva. Oof.
No, you don't even have to pick larva up, dude.
Yeah.
The box is full of larva.
Oh, come on. We're picking up lots of larvae. What are you talking about?
Commons are full. The uncommons are almost full. The rares are almost full.
Yeah, that's a lot. They
Yeah,
pop in everywhere.
I picked up 3 butterflies to try to up the butterfly stuff. And when you told me not to, I went back. It had already had one hole full. So there's a butterfly over here in the dump
Yep.
chest. Butterflies are full.
Might be able to do one more with unique tier 3 things, but I'm gonna do something else first. I find this.
What are you doing?
Because we don't have a quartz crystal crafter yet, right?
Not that I know of.
I don't
I
think
didn't-
so.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
Because we
Not
can
on
make
this
the
planet.
animal. Yeah, because we can make the animal multipliers. Now.
You mean the quartz craft station?
Yeah, that's the one.
Dave,
Fix the timeout.
thank you. Dave, I acknowledge that smokes and coffee were important in Discord, just so you know.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Late will take. No coffee, no smokes, no. You're gonna at least smoke one before you come on my stream again. Grouchy bastard.
Yeah. Insect multiplier fuse, growth, animal multiplier fuse.
That's really good, country lady.
Okay, so now it's like a penalty box. That means I can just sit there and curse at them and flip them off.
Yeah, that would be, you know.
Do we have insect multipliers out by those butterfly domes?
Not that I know of.
I don't think.
However, I've been flying around being just totally addle-brained, drinking coffee and talking crap. So,
We don't, so I'll make 3 of those too. So if I'm not mistaken, the game considers fish to be animals.
yes.
So, okay. Oh, I gotta take a bees and turn them into. Right up with the bees. Bees are over here.
Oops, excuse me, Johnny. I ran right
What?
through
Huh?
you.
What? You're gonna have
Sorry.
to hit. You're gonna have to hit harder because I didn't even notice you were around me. Either that or I was ignoring you.
Wow.
No, right?
At
Oh,
least
wait,
I
no,
admitted
gotta-
it.
I'm gonna put him in timeout.
Uh-oh. Gonna grab me by the ear, drag me across that island. Come here, mister.
Sit here and think about what you done. Oh, if we'd have had time out when we were kids, boy.
I got my ass beat right now.
I just broke all Mom's wooden spoons over my ass. Well, Mom broke all her wooden spoons over my ass. That was
No, I didn't get a wooden spoon. I didn't even get the bare hand. My mom and dad had arthritis in their hands. They both would get the belt. They didn't play. It didn't take nothing to make my mother mad. Not a thing. She was, whew. But my dad, when he finally looked at you and went, I'll get that hearing aid down and I'll make you hear me. And he had one of those half-inch wide leather belts that he used to hang on a nail on the kitchen, on the door frame of the kitchen door in between the kitchen and living room. And he'd tell you right off. Took a lot to really get him frosted, but once he did, you were done.
yeah.
And it's funny, my dad really didn't have a dad. His dad ran off and went to World War II and didn't come back. He was,
Yeah.
might have been 10 or so at the time. Maybe 12. And so he really didn't have a dad. He was an exceptional dad, except that, you know, he liked to drink. That was the worst problem. But what you ordering, Dave?
Stuff to make. Actually, I don't need that one. Stuff to make fuses. And this is where I wish the game would let me see the pins when I'm in a screen.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. What am I looking for?
There's only one on that planet. Okay.
Why does the sky look so crazy all of a sudden?
I was just gonna say, are we having a tornado?
If the sky looked like this in real life, I'd be inside the house.
A shelter somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Why didn't you go there?
Yeah, the other night, what was it? Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go for a gelato. And I get heading out and drive to the next major city over because the best place to go for gelato is in Kitchener, and that's about 100 kilometers away. So drive down to Kitchener and get my gelato, and I'm driving back, and instead of taking the main highway, I take the back roads, and all of a sudden I'm like, that looks like a thunderhead. And then up pops another one. I'm like, that looks like a thunderhead. And another one, and another one. And all these storms start popping in. So halfway home, I had to pull over.
Dang.
Because it was raining so hard. I couldn't see 5 feet in front of my car. Because I was following a one of those Amazon delivery vehicles down this country road. And then all of a sudden, he disappeared in front of me. And he was like maybe 50 feet in front of me because I was basically just keeping his taillights in view. And all of a sudden, he was just gone.
That's bad.
And I'm like, I knew there was no one behind me when we went into the rain. So I was like, okay, I can slow down a bit. And I think at the time I lost him, like we had slowed down from 85, he looked like he had his cruise control locked in at 85, so I was just cruising along behind him. And
And that's clicks, not miles.
yeah, clicks. Yeah, not miles per hour. Yeah, kilometers an hour. And which on like
Fif-
our country roads are 80-kilometer roads, 80-kilometer an hour roads.
Yeah, which
So
is
this
50 miles
was,
an hour.
yeah, 50 miles an hour, which is a great speed to just enjoy the drive. You could just sit back as long as you're paying attention to the road. You're not going to hit anything or get in trouble or anything like that. And, it's not like being on an interstate. And, all of a sudden, he starts slowing down. And because my car's got the adaptive cruise control, I'm slowing down with him. And we get into the rain, and he slows down to 75. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then he slows down a little more as the rain gets heavier and a little bit more. And at the one point, I think we were down to about 50 kilometers an hour.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, I lost him. And I'm thinking, did he go off the road?
Wow.
Or did he pull ahead of me? But at this point, all of a sudden, my adaptive cruise control shuts off because it's like, I don't know what's going on, but I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
And it throws the error of sensor blocked error. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm going to pull over. And I happened to notice an entrance to a farmer's field. So I was like, okay, that's perfect. I'm just going to pull into that entranceway of the farmer's field. This way I can get 10 feet off the road, but I'm not too far off the road that if something bad happens and I get stuck, I can still call a tow truck to pull me out. And, and then I sat there and the storm kept going and going. And it was over an hour I sat there.
Wow.
Just getting pelted by rain and yeah. Tornado could have blown through and I'd never have seen it. Because I know at the one point I was sitting there and I was looking at the window and at the sky because the sun still hadn't fully set, so it was still somewhat light. And I'm thinking, that sky just doesn't look right. I was thinking, And that's what it went through my head. I was like, okay, what do you do if a cow goes flying by your windshield? And I'm thinking, you know what? All I'm going to do is I'm just going to say hi, cow, as it goes by.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Unless it's a dairy cow, in which case I might go, hey, lady, in that, whatever that comedian's voice was, the hey, lady, and as it goes by. But, but it's like,
That sounds like storms we have down here in Texas.
Yeah.
Man, during
We
the
have 'em like that
flood.
here too.
Oof.
well, and then I get home. So after the storm ends, I get home and the neighbor sees me and she comes out and she's like, hey, you get stuck in that storm? And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, that sucker lasted for a good 90 minutes. I'm thinking, okay, we must have got a lot of rain. Because she said it was pelting down for a good 90 minutes there in our neighborhood. I go, open up the game, or sorry, the game, my, what do you call that thing? Rain barrels. They're not even a quarter full. For all the rain we had pelting down, it didn't even fill my rain barrels.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow. So it must have been raining so hard the water was just spilling over the gutters and onto the stonework on the side of my garage. Yeah. It was crazy.
We have storms like that here sometimes.
In South Carolina, if hurricanes were popping up, you had 3 or 4 days. Here, no. You've got 4 or 5 minutes at most.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And that's sort of like how these storms popped up. It was because I remember, as we're driving down this road, this county road, and I'm looking at the sky ahead of us, and it was clear skies, and you could see these little like white fluffies in the sky. And then all of a sudden, it was just the white fluffy, just boom, was a thunderhead inside a minute, and it had that anvil shape to it and everything. It was like, where'd that come from? And then you look over towards where there was other white fluffies, and boom, there's another anvil in the sky, and then it's like, oh, boom, there's another one over there, and then boom, there's another one over there, and then all of a sudden it's like they're all merging into one massive storm. And I remember when I looked on my radar when I got pulled over at that farm field, and the entirety of southwestern Ontario, from like Windsor to Kitchener, was just red with the intensity of the rain and storms and stuff. And I was like, holy crap.
Okay, the question on everybody's mind, was the gelato worth it?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Good,
Because it's the
good
best damn
gelato,
gelato
is,
I've ever had.
Good gelato is, I had it in Italy. Man, that stuff's fantastic.
Yep.
Hey, country lady,
Yes.
I put a tier 2 butterfly farm over by the timeout area.
Mhm.
Grabbed the highest butterflies I could get, and they're purple. That's just perfect. Now, we are, roughly 15 minutes away from calling it a stream.
Yep.
Country lady, it's my intent. I'm going to be here tomorrow. Now, if you are, that's great. And if not, that's okay too. Dave, you too. Because I know, the more smoke in the area or whatever, you could say, no, I just don't feel like it. And I get it.
That should be good for tomorrow.
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't have anything really going on.
Well, I know you said you had to clean house, and
I plan on getting that done today.
don't feel obligated.
Yeah, I'm on. Nothing really. I will cook
I'm drowning
dinner
Marva.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, because I'll probably do that one, because then I'll be here for Monday, and then Tuesday I have my dumpster comes.
So
Be
that
spending
means
the rest of the week emptying shit out of this house.
after
Whoa,
you take
this is
pictures.
new.
What?
Where's Country Lady?
Right here, outside the base. Do you see all these giant A trees?
No.
Wow, I need to take a picture of this. And it's like, are you seeing it, Dave? It's like the algae has grown up out of the water or something. And there's leaves like all over the top.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a
Nope.
picture of that because it's not
Yeah,
happening.
you're gonna have to take a picture of it. Yeah.
I will.
Post it in the Discord so we can all have fun with it.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see if I can get where the.
No, I think when I get through here, I'm gonna go build a fence door.
Yep.
Because whoever built this house decided to put the door to the back fence on the hilly side of the yard. It's just like,
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
ugh. And the other side's
Why would you
perfectly
do
flat.
that?
Yeah, why would you do that? Hell, I'm 62 and my wife's 72. Why do you do this?
That is craziness. I wish I could get it. Oh, I'm gonna stand up here and take a picture of it too. have to wait until after the stream to put it in Discord.
That's fine.
That is nuts. It's kind of cool looking, but weird.
I'm just wondering what, after we get everything terraformed, what happens is my question.
Yeah, we've got everything unlocked, haven't we? Or it's not.
There's a couple things left to be unlocked.
Tier 3 animal food at 101.1 TTI and quasar quartz at 7 TTI.
I wonder if there's going to be any more seismic activity.
Yeah, that's my...
I don't know. I haven't got any further than this in my game either.
There's a bee hanging right in front of me, hovering like it's attached to something. And if the game only knew how much I didn't like stinging insects.
Replay.
I want to say the crabs under the desk, that's a nice touch.
I like all the butterflies. One lit on my face.
I have to admit, those palm trees, I'm pretty impressed. They're not real obtrusive. They're not real big, but they definitely have a great impact.
Yep.
Make sure we didn't miss any messages. I don't think we did.
I feel like there should be one more island pop up out there, but I don't know for sure. Like there's a space for one.
Their insects should probably have just taken a big jump.
Or you put an
Yep.
optimizer out.
Yeah, with just one fuse in it. Now keep an eye on animals because I'm gonna put one out in your fish area.
All right, here we sit.
Right here. This is just one fuse going in. So I'm waiting on the trade rocket to come back so I can get the rest of the materials.
Well, that could take 10 minutes.
Yeah. Look at that, 70 million grams per second now for insects.
Impressive.
Yep. And that's one fuse.
What kind of fuse is it?
It's the insect fuse.
Yeah, I put one out here for the ecosystems for the plants,
Yep.
but we only had one plant fuse, and we can't make those.
We can make animal fuses.
Yep, which is what I'm making right now.
Insect fuses.
Which is the other one I'm making right now. So I think, yeah, extra plant fuses would be good on the ecosystems.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, we have to order them from the trade rocket. Oh, it's back.
No,
Can you
the
order?
interplanetary rocket. We may have some on one of the other planets. Some of the plant ones.
We only have
Once.
8 drones on this rock.
Yep. And they've been keeping up.
I'm going to at least make it an even 10.
Okay. Why don't you make it a baker's dozen?
Let's see if I can. See if I can post that picture real quick.
I am missing it. I cannot find. Circuit boards. There we go.
Yeah, I ordered a pile of those in.
Oh, we don't have explosive powder. Darn it.
2 sulfur and a iridium.
Yep.
And you expect me to
Uh,
find those where? Oh,
No.
I'm just messing.
No,
I'm
back on the back row on the right, and you're at the iridium. So
All right, I posted that picture in Discord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Whew.
okay, so Insects is currently at 70 million.
Let me drink. Thank you.
Now we're at 114 million grams per second of insects.
Nice.
Yep.
The deconstructor looks to me like it's got a rocket engine in it. Yeah, it did. But I just took it.
Good for you.
Now,
Now we got 10 million animals per second. Grams per second.
Oh, the interplanetary thingy's back. Let me see.
and we now have 10 drones.
Yay.
Let's see if we have any fuses. Yeah.
We might have fuses, but is it the right kind of fuse?
I'm looking.
Which ones do you need?
Plant to put 2 more on the ecosystem.
That's the one we can't buy or build.
There is a growth fuse.
No.
Yeah, but that won't
No.
help with the ecosystem get higher numbers.
That's not good.
That works on the gardens. That's why I had the growth fuse by the garden plots. Actually, I have, I think, 2 sets of them.
I'm looking
Yeah.
on all the planets, but I don't know if we're gonna have it. We don't
Let
have
me
it on
see.
Prime. I'm looking on Selenium now. Selenium.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. My
I just
life
ordered
bar is
you
search bar.
There, I just ordered you 6 from the trader.
Yeah, we don't have any. anywhere.
That looks so cool from up here. The butterflies.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. I should take a picture from up here of the giant algae sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah.
It's so weird. It looks kind of cool, but it's weird.
And now it tells me I've got to hydrate.
It almost looks like the algae has inverted on your screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the algae plant or the algae. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's just one of those cases of there's just some weird funkiness with the desync.
Yeah.
If you sit down in the dance club and you have a
Yep.
jetpack on, your jetpack comes through the back of the chair.
Yes.
All right, folks. Any parting words?
Nope. Just make sure you tip your dancer, everybody.
We've got to go get food or something. Throw water. Okay, I've walked out the wrong door. I really did. Oh, hell, I could have tipped you with what I carry on me.
Yeah, aren't you the guy that carries like 20 food as it is?
Yes.
Oh, keep hitting the wrong button.
I think you're just wanting to dance with Dave. Uh, uh,
That's funny.
all right, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. Unfortunately, I have to press escape. Going to get a save going. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
And we're going to thank you guys for being here. And I'd like to thank Country Lady and Big Dave for being here. This is always a bunch of fun, even though Big
Yep.
Dave was late because you have to smoke.
You have to smoke and you have to get coffee.
Yeah, because coffee's important. All right, folks.
And otherwise, murders will be committed.
We will. I will. Can't speak for everybody. Be here tomorrow. Same time. Same planet. We're doing it. All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.